Mikey, it ain't about being the best, it's about doing your best. That's my over-the-top impression. Yeah, I put on baby oil even. I don't know if you can tell. I'm supposed to look a little bit glistening, but I don't know if you can tell in the camera. Let's just do the video already. Alright guys, how's it going? We're here to do top 10 Sylvester Stallone movies, you know, and sometimes with impressions it gets a little too easy to just start randomly like mush-mouthing off into nothingness. But yeah, top 10 Stallone movies, and these are for acting, because for directing it'd be like, well, what do you consider? Because, yeah, he directed Rocky 2, or The Expendables, or Rambo 4, but he also sorta puppet directed movies like Rambo 2, Cobra. There's other movies where he puppet directed this and that, and I don't, like, as a director, he's not nearly good enough to be considered like, oh, I gotta talk about the top 10 times he directed. This is just acting, because, you know, as an action hero, Sylvester Stallone's one of the best. Hey, Paulie, my house stinks? That was a line from Rocky, I believe. See, I've got my list, and I can't show it. I don't want to spoil it early, but here we go. I'm gonna do a few honorable mentions, movies just worth mentioning. So, we got something like, it almost got on the list, Cobra. It's not a good movie, but there's some things about it. It's got Brigitte Nielsen in it, and she was very attractive, and I don't know what happened to her. But yeah, and that movie's actually weird, because it's like, I thought it was an action movie. You're the disease, I'm the cure. But then it turns into like a weird cult movie. It's actually kind of creepy, and the main villain, he's a creepy ass bastard. He actually was kind of scary, and the beginning is so funny in it. It's so funny. You just have Sylvester Stallone like loading his gun, and you hear a voiceover, and he's mumbling these like goofy lines. It's funny because the way he's mumbling it. There's over 200 crimes in this city a day. Every 20 minutes there's a murder. Every 2 hours is a rape. Every 5 minutes a carjacking. It's something like that. It's just, this is about crime. I'll say it under my breath because I'm a badass. It was so embarrassingly bad. But there are some things about it that were kind of cool. Cobra, kind of a badass. He ended up actually influencing like Nicholas Winding Refn when he made Drive, because like the badass is quiet as a in his mouth. What was it? It was a match, and so he's like, hey Ryan Gosling, put a toothpick in your mouth. Demolition Man, a very entertaining action movie where it sort of deals with not just action movie cliches a little bit and kind of pokes fun at them. Well, somewhat, but it also deals with the idea of the pussification of America, where in the future cops don't even know how to fight. Everything's Taco Bell. You have to wipe your ass with the 3 seashells. The 3 seashells! Someone explain it. It still makes no sense. People still ask Sandra Bullock, what are the 3 seashells? You got fucking Rob Schneider in there. 3 seashells, I'm Rob Schneider. And fucking Stallone didn't shoot him for some reason. But Wesley Snipes is a lot of fun in that movie, and you know, there's the part where Stallone's running at him, penis! Because he's supposed to yell Phoenix, he yells penis. Swear to God, watch the movie, he yells penis at him. What else is there? Judge Dredd. I am the law! Law! It's not a good movie, but that scene alone is funny. You betray the law! Law! You know what I'm talking about. Law! Law! I'm the law! I'm the law! Law! I'm the law! And also, Spy Kids 3D. Game over! I'm the toy maker. Hey listen, Spy Kids. It's game over. My number 10. Tango and Cash. Now, this movie's actually kind of funny because you got Stallone, who he's kind of got a certain way of talking, you know, a little bit mumbly, a little bit slurred, but you love it anyway. And this movie, he talks very crisp. It's the Stallone voice, but it's a crisp, clear, no slurring or nothing. He doesn't sound like Rocky at all, you know. And he's also talks very fast in the movie. Hi, it's me. What is he? Is he Tango or Cash? Hi, it's me, John Tango, or whatever my first name is. I'm Sylvester Stallone. I talk really fast in this movie. I also wear glasses. And the beginning, Rambo's a pussy. Shoots the thing in the truck, and The movie is very cheesy, just 80s cheese out the ass. And overall, like the first half of the movie, I was like, it's funny, but it's also very much not funny. Because the movie is just trying to be a funny buddy cop action comedy, but they're trying so hard to make it funny, and so many of the jokes just fail and fall flat, but some of them really work. Kurt Russell is very entertaining in the movie. Stallone's pretty good. And yeah, a lot of stuff falls flat, but still, overall, it's still a very funny, entertaining movie. There's some intense moments, actually. The thing where they're jumping onto a cable and sliding across, I was like, holy shit, that was actually a pretty cool scene. Then some other things happen, and what's his name? Jack, is it pronounced Palance or Palance? Jack Palance? You, I'm a number one, a guy. He's in it as the villain, and there were shitty villains in this. The end of the movie is why I really respect it, because like throughout the movie there's headlines like Tango and Cash disgraced, cops go to jail, or this or that, whatever. And then at the end of the movie they win and they look at each other, high five into a handshake, and they're like, yeah! And then it takes a picture in newspaper, Tango and Cash back on top or whatever, and then it starts the credits with some upbeat pop song. I was like, oh! Like I just started laughing and falling out of my chair. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. This is the most cheesy, hilarious, amazing ending to a movie ever. This is so 80s. I loved it. My number 9, Rambo, because it was really gritty, fucking hardcore badass. And think about that. Because when you think of Rambo, you probably think of Rambo 2, putting on the headband, walking around Vietnam, and shooting everyone. He doesn't talk like that. Why do I keep doing that? Murdoch, I'm coming to get you. And just laying into people. But Rambo, like Rambo 4 I call it, but it's just Rambo. Like that's gritty, dark. It really at times gets a little bit too dark. Where like you see a guy picks up a kid and throws him into a fire like, fuck you kid. They're hacking people's arms off. People getting blown, like that sounds awesome, but they're getting their legs blown off or this or that, blown to pieces. It's just gritty, raw, badass movie. He takes a machine gun, just blows up an entire hillside of people. He's just like, I'm Rambo and I don't even need to run anymore. Duh! For like 2 minutes, he's just shooting the shit out of people. He hacks a guy with a machete and like, well, not hacks, he stabs it in him and then does some turning or whatever and like splits the guy in half. There's a lot of crazy shit. He rips a guy's throat out like Roadhouse. Yeah, give respect for Rambo. It's really hard R. And then my number 8 would be Rambo 2. Rambo First Blood Part 2. And this is the one you always think of, as I said, the really cheesy, over-the-top one where he's running around shirtless, just jacked out of his mind. And he's just laying it into people, and no one can shoot him. The people are like taking out guns, and he's like reloading. They're like, no one can hit him or nothing. Oh my god, it's ridiculous. But it's amazing at the same time. It is very fun. Hey, can we get the win this time? Because, you know, back then, Rambo 2, Rocky 4, Stallone personally ended communism. We owe him a big thanks. My number 7, Lock Up, because Sylvester Stallone loves prison movies. Does Death Race 2000 count? I guess it sort of does. I haven't seen it, like, very recently. But I remember Death Race is a prison movie that leads to whole that. So if Death Race 2000 also is a prison movie with the dystopian future, that would make it 4. Because he's got like Escape Plan, Lock Up, Tango. Like Stallone goes to prison a lot in movies. And Lock Up is not even an action movie. It's very much kind of a drama. It's like Stallone really wanted to do Shawshank Redemption. This was his chance. So he's a guy like falsely imprisoned and he's got to bust out or whatever. He's building a car, this and that. It was a very good movie. I don't remember a lot of it right now. But I was actually very impressed that it was very much more of a like prison drama movie rather than action. My number 6, if he dies, he dies. Which is actually Ivan Drago, not Stallone. Yeah, Rocky 4. Remember that scene where the two gloves go at each other and blow up? Because that's as 80s as it gets. I should grab my other boxing glove, but I can't. Am I going to be able to put it on? Oh, that's actually easier than usual. One boxing glove's Russia, one's USA. And they just blow up. The Rocky 4 is amazing. It is an 80s classic. It is so cheesy, ridiculous 80s nonsense, but this stool keeps rocking and creaking a lot. I swear to God, I'm not like shitting my pants or anything. Ivan Drago, one of the most iconic villains of all time. He doesn't say anything almost. Dolph Lundgren is just there to kick ass and break Stallone's ribs in real life. Like they were actually in the fight, they were like really hitting each other and he broke his fucking ribs, and I think he broke Carl Weathers' ribs also or something. Like he fucked him up. He was fucking everyone up because they were like, let's really punch each other. Well, fuck that. Ivan Drago, fucking, he's just a beast in the movie. Ridiculous, amazing, great villain. And then you've got an unfortunate thing happen to Apollo Creed. We all know what happens. I mean, like Rocky 3, Mickey bites it. Rocky 4, Apollo bites it. It's like, damn, Rocky. But Rocky has to go fight for honor and for America. If I could change, we all can change. What am I doing? I think that's when the brain damage he got from getting his ass kicked by Ivan Drago finally kicks in. He's finishing the speed of and he has a stroke. If I can change, you can change. Everybody can change. And then he holds up the American flag and it's just like, hearts on fire. That was the best training montage ever. Okay, I love Eye of the Tiger. I love Gonna Fly Now. But Hearts on Fire is my favorite Rocky song. He's running up the mountain. Drago! That is the best fucking workout moment ever. This movie, like without a doubt, Rocky 3 also does it too, and the first one. But I can watch this one, and this one, I was watching it, and immediately, once I got to the training montage, I was like, what am I doing sitting down? I have to go climb a mountain and scream Drago. I have to go. I actually did. The second the movie ended, I was even pantomiming the fight like, yeah. But by the time the movie ended, I just ran and went to the gym. I was like, I gotta work out. The movie just fills you with testosterone and you, it's ridiculous. I can't take the gloves off now. Now my hands smell. Yeah, the movie's just a motivation to go get your ass worked out. Because Stallone in the movie's doing those sit-ups at that great angle. He's lifting, like everything about it. The movie's fantastic. It's not that good. It's not a very well-made movie. To a certain aspect, like some of the writing's weak and this and that, and the movie consists of montages. Like there's 5 montages. Even things that didn't need montages get montages. It's ridiculous, but I love it. My number 5. Over the top. Winner takes it all, loser takes it all. Stallone is battling for custody of his son by arm wrestling. That's all it is. It's amazing. He's a truck driver, and to get custody of his son Mikey, he's gonna go over the top. But the funny thing about it is, yeah, it's a movie about arm wrestling to gain custody of your son. Okay, there's some other things going on, but it's just kind of a cheesy, fun, feel-good 80s action movie of sorts. And then Stallone comes out and says, no, you know, if I'd known better back in the day, I would have made it dark and gritty, you know? Which, a dark and gritty over the top. What would that be? Like he's like, I gotta arm wrestle to gain custody of my son. If only I didn't have a crippling addiction to heroin. So, like, I don't know. Or like Mikey's like, fuck you, Dad, you were never there. That's why I smoke crack. And Stallone's like going over the top, like, oh, and he shoots heroin in his bicep, and his bicep explodes, and there's just. Seriously though, in the movie, I think he bathed in baby oil, just glistening. Oh, it's amazing. On a Blu-ray too, it's just so shiny and shit. It's magical. My number 4, cliffhanger. It is Die Hard on a mountain, and Stallone did it really good because what I appreciate about the movie, like, I feel like Stallone did it much better than Arnold, but Stallone plays a real dude. But in a lot of movies, he feels like kind of Rambo and Rocky specifically. He's like a superhero that can't be killed or hurt barely. So in Cliffhanger, it was like his John McClane. He's a dude on a mountain. He's very vulnerable. There's stuff going on. John Lithgow is a bad guy, which if I hadn't seen Dexter, I wouldn't already think that he could do that, but he does it good. And Michael Rooker's in there. There's some crazy stuff in there. The Blu-ray, though. Can I grab it for a second? Now, this is the thing a lot of people complain about. He's hanging there like, oh, he's got to grab the person, but they kind of edit it out so it looks more like he's just hanging upside down and giving thumbs up or something. But this scene happened during summer, and then the rest of it happens in winter, and they mix it together to make it look very odd. I'm pretty sure if Stallone was doing that cliff hanging in the winter in that like little clothing, his nipples would freeze off, so maybe they should have just got someone to edit that cover better. My number 3, First Blood. This is one of the, like, aside from Rocky, this is Stallone's most other recognizable role. Rambo, but the thing about First Blood is not like the other ones where Rambo, you think, headband, shirtless, just jacked out of his mind, shooting foreigners. In this one, He's a Vietnam vet who's sort of betrayed by a bunch of cops because they're picking on him just because they don't like his haircut. They're like, we don't like your haircut. You're a Vietnam vet. Get the fuck out of town. He's like, hey, you called me a baby kill. And he just trips out, goes nuts, and takes the sheriffs down. They chase him into the woods, and he's kicking their ass, and he's doing it non-lethally. The thing about Rambo in this movie, he's non-lethal. He's just setting traps that won't kill him, except for the one asshole in the helicopter, but that was his fault. And then at the end, Rambo breaks down and gets emotional / hilarious, because you can't hear a word he's saying. I don't know what's going on. Is there a comeback explosion? I gotta go out, and the giant land there, the giant can't walk away. I got no legs, Johnny lost legs. He's like, I can't fucking walk. That's actually one of the best parts of, like, when Stallone, when they're doing the Lifetime Achievement Award, that will be the clip they show. But it has actually a very subtle, not over-the-top action movie. There's some fun to it. There's some cheesy moments where he's in the truck. He's like, don't look at me, look at the road. That's how accidents happen. But overall, it's a subtle, not over-the-top action movie like the other Rambo movies would become. Now we're down to the bottom 2. My number 2 is, in fact, Rocky 3. This is my favorite Rocky movie. It might not be the best, but it's my favorite. It's the most rewatchable because you got Sylvester Stallone, and by this point he's dropped a little bit. Like in the first 2, he was very much like, hey, Adrian, you know, you gotta do all this, and I'm kind of stupid, and I talk kind of funny, and we're gonna go to the pet shop, and then the zoo, like he did that a lot. It's a little bit grating in the second movie. If you watch like first, second movie back to back, it's like, oh my fucking god. But then the third movie kind of learned how to speak a little bit more normal. So in Rocky 3 he's a little bit more tolerable because he's like more intelligible and he's rich and he's just like, I'm getting all cocky, I'm gonna learn the hard way. Sort of like Batman, Dark Knight Rises, because I guess Chris Nolan really liked Rocky 3. Same thing, gets too cocky, Mr. T, clubberling, Bobo, you mine, I'm gonna get you, I'm a wrecking ball. Hey, pretty lady, why don't you come to my apartment? I'll show you what a real man's like. Dead meat. I'm gonna get you. You paper champion. I'll rip you. I'll wreck you. I'm gonna destroy you. I'm gonna be champion. I'm the man. Like, that's all Mr. T's doing. Just talking mad jive in this movie. He's amazing. And he's also pretty funny at times too. Well, on purpose though, not bad. Like, he's actually a funny dude. He gave a really good performance. And we finally get, Rocky's working with Apollo, and we get Eye of the Tiger, which became a lot of people's favorite, as I said. Hearts on Fire's mine, but still Eye of the Tiger. You got the training montage, they're running on the beach, slow motion. They're zooming up on their thighs in slow motion, watching them stride, and the muscles just ripple. And it's like, hey Apollo, let's jump in the water, splash each other with some water, and knee-high socks and shirts that cut off right under our muscular pectorals. So yeah, there are some other things going on in Rocky 3, but yeah, and Mickey's in there. Rocky, you gotta get him. Mickey loves you. Well, that was from Rocky 5, but still. Rocky, you gotta get him. Rocky, you're gonna eat lightning and crap thunder. Wah, wah, wah. Because he's the penguin. Get it? And hey, Nolan wants to take from Rocky 3 to make a Batman movie. Clearly, there's something to Rocky 3, okay? It's just the most watchable, fun, interesting, because just personally for me, it's the most rewatchable, entertaining of the movies. And now for my number 1. It is not Rocky 2, because I have to tell you something about Rocky 2. I don't really like it that much. It's just kind of like a little bit more predictable, because yeah, we know what happened at the end of Rocky 1, so clearly in Rocky 2 he's gonna win, right? If he loses again, come on. And the story's just not as interesting. Stallone's not as good. He directed it, and the main problem's just kind of the fight. The fight itself was pretty good, but then the end, the double knockout thing, I'm not into that. But my number 1 is the classic Rocky. And why? Because it's Stallone's best movie for sure. He wrote it. I'm sure he could have directed it if he had like the opportunity, but kind of, he was pretty much still a fresh dude at the time. They're like, we can't let you direct it. So they got same guy that made Rocky Balboa, which, to talk about that one real quick, I like it, but it feels too much of a, remember in the first Rocky? You liked it then? We'll do it here. Because it was just kind of a walk down memory lane, constantly like, hey, remember the first Rocky? Remember the first Rocky? Rocky is the classic underdog story, sports story, and it's a character study that happens to have a boxing match at the end. It's not an action movie, it's a drama. Stallone is fantastic in it. You got Rocky, Adrian, Mickey, Polly, Apollo Creed, like lots of great characters. It's just a great movie. There's a reason when you look, like everyone mentions, Rocky is the ultimate underdog movie, the ultimate sports movie, the ultimate Stallone movie, because it is amazing. It's redundant for me to even talk about it, because we all know Rocky is amazing. The guy who never got a shot in life gets a chance against the champion. He's gonna go for it. He's gonna train. He's gonna give it his all. He's gonna go the distance. It's just, we all know it's amazing. We love it. I'm sure we all love it. Rocky is magnificent, fantastic. Every word to describe awesomeness, amazingness, just use it because it is so great. Rocky is fantastic. I love it. So yeah, that's my top 10 Stallone movies. What was your top 10 if you were to do one, or top 5, whatever you want to do? What did you think of my list and the picks? And what did you think of the beginning little thing, my over-the-top tribute? Because, you know, to do Rocky, it's pretty easy. Just put on a glove and say something that he said in the movie. He's not getting hurt, he's getting mad. I think I'm going blind my eye, Paulie. Oh, Paulie, I went blind. Which was supposed to happen in number 2. He should have went blind. But no. But anyway, yeah, so what'd you think of all that? Thanks for watching, guys. I tried. I hope this video entertained you. I hope it was entertaining, because I fucking procrastinated this thing. I should have did it so long ago, but I got it done now, so I hope you guys did like. But anyway, you know, yeah, thank you guys for watching, you know, and I'll see you guys later. Listen. When you push, killing's as easy as breathing. I might cut that out. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.